Today, we are talking about 5 things that I wish I knew when I started manifesting. I wish I knew the importance, how fundamental they are in getting the results that we want and sustaining those results. I wish I knew that because it would have saved me so much frustration and waiting, impatience, and of course, time. It creates delay if you don't put those things to practice, if you don't understand it. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today, because you can take a look at it and see if it makes sense to you and put it to practice. Maybe you're already doing it. Who knows? If not, this is your chance to figure out what is going wrong, okay? But before I get into it, hello everyone, my name is Al. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. All information is there, but right now let's get into today's topic. And the first one is, you manifest what you are. And it goes along with no one to change but the self. Sometimes when we are manifesting a change in someone's behavior, how they are reacting to us, or who they are, how they think, the things that they do, sometimes we get frustrated and mad because we think, I have been affirming this over and over again and I'm not seeing results. They still treat me the same way. But the question is, have you changed? Have you changed your mind about who you are and how people treat you? Have you changed your mind about who they are and what they do? Have you changed the story? Or whenever something goes wrong, you go straight back to it and say, oh, they do this, this is who they are, this is how they act, blah, blah, blah. Because you have to be the change that you want to see in the world, okay? If you are still holding on to the story and you are just waiting for an opportunity to put it out there again, this is who they are, then the story is still there. You are still going to experience it because this is what you believe about your relationship with that person and how they act. Everything is a reflection. Learn to assume the best of you and of people and stick to it. And then you are going to see the best that you are holding on to showing up in the 3D. So many of you must have heard that sentence, you are God. Okay? And this sentence is very misinterpreted. God is your imagination. God is unconditioned consciousness. We are consciousness, right? So we are God, but we are conditioned consciousness. We don't have the master plan. We don't have the blueprint, okay? So God is within, it's not without. God is I am. And we use I am every day to define who we are. And sometimes we don't even pay attention at the things that we are telling other people about who we are or thinking about who we are. You are defining God whenever you add something to I am. So you have to be really aware of what you are using there. You are in control of who you want to see yourself as. So basically you go back to what consciousness did. Undefined consciousness has decided to define itself and experience life as you. And you are repeating the same process when you say, I'm going to shut down the senses to whatever is happening in the world and telling me that this is who I am. And I am going to right now define myself as someone else and experience life as that person. That's when you are thinking and acting like consciousness. Nervous system regulation is fundamental. If you are always under stress, you are overreacting, you are overwhelmed with the world and reacting emotionally to everything, then you are not in control over how you perceive things, okay? What you choose to believe. So to do that, you only have to add a few things to your routine, especially when you decide to manifest something. When you are starting to do this and changing the old stories, for example, it's nice to have a few of these exercises done throughout the day so that you are more in control, you're feeling more balanced, more grounded in who you are, okay? And you can do this in a form of meditation, breath work, exercising, cold showers. You know, there are so many nice ideas on how to regulate your nervous system. But don't forget to take a look at this. Don't forget to add a few things to your routine and choose things that you enjoy, that you know that it's not going to become a chore. It's really going to make your life better. When it's done, it's done. And sometimes we refuse to accept it. We refuse to accept that it is a decision, okay? And we hold on to techniques, to affirmations, saying, maybe if I stop now, it's not going to happen. Or if I don't affirm every day, it's going to take a long time. This is not true. This is your fear of losing what you want, your fear of losing control. But manifestation is empowerment. It's not a chore, it's not work. It's about a decision of who you are and what you experience. That's it. It can happen in 1 minute. It can happen in a week, okay? But when you get to that feeling, to that knowing, this is who I am. This is what is meant for me. This is what I'm going to go through. Then it's done. Then there is nothing else to be done. And the last one is, do not fear your thoughts. Okay? Don't be afraid of negative thinking, negative thoughts. Yeah, of course, every thought has the potential of creation, but it's not as simple as that. You have to learn to observe your thoughts without interacting with them. You have to learn to look at them like maybe unwanted guests, but you don't have to accept that story as yours. You don't have to make it yours. You don't have to internalize that and identify with that. You can look at that and observe it and then move on from it. It's just that, okay? It's not going to hurt you. Something that you can do to learn how to deal with your thoughts is meditation, because many people think meditation is about not thinking about anything. That's not true. It's natural for us to think, to have thoughts, okay? But the thoughts, they may want to persuade you into chasing them and getting involved and thinking about them. But in meditation, you learn that you can just look at it and allow it to go. And you can focus on something else. So you focus on your breathing. You focus on the sounds around you. You focus on something that anchors you in this present moment. And the same thing you do with negative thinking. You can focus on your breathing, you can focus on the sounds, you can focus on this moment, you can focus on whatever you are doing in front of you. But you don't have to fear those negative thoughts, okay? If you don't interact with them, if you don't buy their stories, you are good. There's no problem with that. So those are the things that I wish I knew the importance of, and I hope they help you to become a better and a stronger manifester, okay? More confident in who you are. That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.